Hey buddies, welcome to my channel, and a big thank you for those of you who watched the last video on the easiest way to travel to Canada in 2023. Most especially those who subscribe to this channel. I'm very excited because I have understood that you are in need of this knowledge. Thank you very much. 10 Canadian provinces ranked from worst to best in 2023 is the topic of this very exciting video today. Are you planning to move to Canada now or in the future? Did you bother to find out about the good, the bad, the ugly about Canada? Then this video is for you. Ranging from cold temperatures and sometimes frozen fields, ponds, streams, forests covered with snow during winter, polar bears, beautiful sceneries here and there. Canada is a combination of all of these things, right? But before you put on your sweater, your jacket, your pair of mittens, some thick socks, getting ready to move to Canada or already in Canada, consider to watch this video till the end, because this might just be the game changer for you, or the video is going to orientate your decision and make you feel more comfortable when you go to Canada. Welcome to my channel. My name is Don Franco, and in this video I will present all the 10 Canadian provinces ranked from worst to best. My ranking takes into consideration their economy, their jobs, the cost of living, safety, the safety life, education, and quality of life. Then watch to the end, because this is the video that you will need the most before taking off for your Canada dream. You know, some people get frustrated when they go to different countries just because they didn't have the opportunity to watch some of these videos that are indeed educative. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you to my top 10 worst province that you would want to consider in 2023 in Canada, and this province is Manitoba. Actually, in recent years, Manitoba, with a population of about 1,382,904 inhabitants, has experienced a certain amount of people leaving or moving out of this city for obvious reasons. Yeah, ranked among the top coldest cities in North America, with the temperatures dropping sometimes to more than 30 degrees during winter. Manitoba also experienced high temperatures with a high rate of humidity in the air, not forgetting mosquitoes, which are breeding from the many lakes, you know, because Manitoba has so many lakes that incorporate Manitoba. In fact, this mosquito will not be left out to welcome you and communion with you in their own little way. You understand what I'm talking about, right? The level of security here is not the best either. Manitoba has the second worst life expectancy rate in Canada, with very few well-paid jobs. So the population distribution here is scanty, as well, with people traveling over long distances to get certain services. Third highest poverty rate at 11.5%. Least happy province in Canada. Could this just justify why the life expectancy in this province is rated the second worst in Canada or something? Well, what do I know? That notwithstanding, there are still very nice things to enjoy in Manitoba. For example, Manitoba average wage comes in at $58,900 per year. Manitobans have the 5th highest average income in Canada. Away from Manitoba, let's talk about the number 9 in our list, Newfoundland and Labrador. This small province called Newfoundland and Labrador is around the northern part of Canada, with weather varying greatly through winter, spring, summer, and fall. St. John has one of the worst weather, with temperatures hitting freezing point in winter, and the quality of life here is relatively very poor. But hey, don't get it twisted. St. John has one of the most beautiful design and picturesque building in Canada. Want to give it a try? Yeah, and how But if I tell you that besides being a beautiful city, it's arguably the most friendliest province with an average wage of about 34,300 Canadian dollar per year. I almost forgot. Are you the partying type? Like, do you like the street? George Street offers you the luxury to enjoy the most interesting bars and pubs in Northern America. So if you aren't scared of the frozen winter, with the 372 of annual snow, which may not offer you enough vitamin D, then you may consider to enjoy this province. I'm gonna take you to the next province, which is number 8 in our ranking, and this province is Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island, the home of Anne of Green Gables, has one of the highest average wages in the Maritimes at 53,400 per year. It is one of the smallest islands in the country in terms of surface area and population of about 160,365 inhabitants. The economy of the island depends solely on agriculture, tourism, fishing, with an annual production of about 2.5 tons, amounting to 25% of the country's agricultural production. Talking of yields, tourism, fishing here are the most popular, and this beautiful island has an unemployment rate of about 10.6, ranking second in the country, right? Wow, this should actually scare you, right? Yeah, but then what are we gonna do, right? It also has a second lowest medium household income of $89,000 in the country, and no doubt more people are moving to other places. But hey, if you are just looking for a good farmland and ready to enjoy seafood and other stuffs, then you can try here, because you might just be the lucky one. This takes us to our number 7, New Brunswick. New Brunswick. Most people think that this francophone-dominated province is the worst due to her lacking with many very few big cities. Minimum wages income of just about $86,500 and the lowest home median value of 252 grand. Low salaries here is another call for concern, though the poverty rate here is just 9.4, but yes, it's the third in the country in terms of ranking. Okay, so you need to take into consideration this aspect. And talking about poverty rate, did you know that the average salary in this maritime province is just 63,000 per year, including bills, housing, children's education? Please continue to name the list for me, because it's just so long. I mean, that's a lobster, right? But well, the city has great sceneries with nice coastlines, foodies, greenery, historic buildings, restaurants, and a great night life. I know some of you guys are night mongers, right? So don't miss this out. This takes us to our number 6, which is Saskatchewan. Even though Saskatchewan is generally cold, with temperature dropping down to -40, this city of about 1,179,906 inhabitants indeed rich. Right? Despite the frigid weather and boring landscape, they are the second highest life satisfying province of all the provinces in Canada. So you need to take into consideration this one, right? Yeah. And the climate, poverty, and crime in Saskatchewan is definitely the reason why it's ranked in this position. So beside these things, take note, right? In fact, Prince Albert has a poverty rate nearly 25%. Also one of the most dangerous cities, with a crime rate of nearly 495% above national average. And if crime, insecurity, unemployment aren't one of your worries, then give it a try. Don't forget that each region is unique in its way. Yeah, so we want to take you to region number, or to province number 5, which is Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is the second smallest province with about 982,326 people, right? Nova Scotia unfortunately have the lowest average wages in Canada, just at 50,200 per year. Being one of the smallest provinces in Canada, Nova Scotia doesn't only have stunning beaches, lakes, forests for your leisure. It also has some of the most beautiful villages in Canada. And if you are a village type who just likes calm life, why not try out, right? Unless I forgot, what rank do you think Nova Scotia should occupy in this video? Please put it on the comment section below and let us share together. That brings us to province number 4 in my ranking, which is British Columbia. Talking about BC, did you know that it is one of the most beautiful and diverse cities in Canada? If her nice weather doesn't seduce you, then charming places like Vancouver Island in Vancouver, Tofinoha, and the Pacific Rim National Park will definitely seduce you. Oh my God, I almost forgot one of the most beautiful Canadian mountains, the Whistler and the Blackcomb Mountains. But hey, if you are a lower income earner, you may consider other cities in my list because the living standards here are pretty high. British Columbia, aka Bring Cash, aka Bring Cash, has a median home value of $891,000. That is huge, and which is the highest in the nation. But if you are a high income earner, then enjoy, because there are tons of paying jobs in BC with the highest GDP, third lowest unemployment rate, fourth medium household income at 96 grand, with life expectancy standing out at 81 years old. How good is that? Too good to be true? Then let's check out what Ontario has to offer in my number 3 position. Ontario, or whether you want to live in a big city, small city, beach town, or even at the countryside, Ontario has it. This province of about 14,789,778 people has a lot of to offer, especially in Toronto, right? Toronto stands out to be one of the most beautiful, clean, safe, and the most multicultural cities in this country. Why not in the world? Beautiful shorelines across Great Lakes, islands, national parks, sceneries, and what have you. Ontario accounts for nearly 40% of national GDP, with an average wage of $62,700, and more than half of this cash go for rent. Another thing, right? Another expenses. So you were already considering coming here, you gotta think again before you take this decision, because it's one of the most important decisions you have to take before you travel. Ontario is the second safest province with second best schools in Canada, and honestly, if it wasn't that expensive to live here, Ontario would have been actually my number 1. This brings me to number 2, Alberta. Alberta is a very diverse province that offers a little bit of everything. This province, with a population of about 4 million people, is a thriving arts and a culture scene in the cities and some of the small towns that you can meet here. Albertans enjoy all seasons year-round, so you will find it both summer and winter full of exciting activities of interest. Alberta offers a high quality of life, mainly thanks to the oil that abounds in the region. This province has achieved by far the highest home median income, over 113 grand, and also being the 4th lowest unemployment rate at just 7%. Wow, this is great, right? Being the most tax-friendly province in Canada, some people think Alberta deserves to be ranked the #1 best province in Canada. However, what are your thoughts? Please do share with me in the comments section. And before you forget, please do subscribe to this channel because it's very important. I mean, it is buffet because ranging from the quality of life, availability of jobs, having one of the top best schools in the country with the level of insecurity very low, why not, right? However, so many factors play at the advantages of Quebec, which is the #1 top best in my ranking. Quebec, as things narrow down to the #1 pick of this ranking, it turns out that Canada's largest and most historic province is also the best province in Canada. Quebec is by far the safest province, has the second most diversified economy, second lowest unemployment rate, highest average life expectancy, and third life satisfaction rate. This home to about 8,585,523 also has $94,000 of medium household income, only the 5th highest in the country. The cost of living is incredibly very affordable, with medium home cost of about $449,000 and very cheap rents in Montreal, standing out to be the second lowest poverty rate at just 8.7%. Speaking of Montreal, the quality of education is top notch. The culture, food, history, just everything. This is just so amazing. And there are also cities and towns in addition to gorgeous forests, mountains, and beautiful beaches. Bonjour, Quebec. Good morning. Canada is waiting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of the video, but hey, I have a very good tip and advice for all my subscribers who are planning to go to Canada. This video's objective was to open up a lot of information for you to actually know, because if you are struggling to get into Canada, it is very good for you to go for provinces that are less expensive, that are considered worse, that people are moving out of, because that will be good for you at the beginning. Definitely you may easily gain a visa to get into such provinces, because some of the provinces have so many people getting into them every day, and they will want to consider people who are going to other provinces that definitely do not have a lot of population and where people are moving out of those provinces. There is a video in this channel where I was telling you that there are some provinces, there are some countries in the world where people are being paid to live in. So imagine, so if you are living, if there is a province in Canada where people are living to go to other places, why not try entering through that channel? That will be a very, very good advantage for you. And do not get disappointed with some of these factors that we listed here. Canada is evolving. There is a lot of development that is going on. These are just mainly statistics, and it doesn't mean that you are not going to find what you wanted. Remember, despite the fact that we said that there is a level of insecurity in some of these provinces, they might just be more safer than our countries where we come from. So ladies and gentlemen, in my next video, I would like us to talk about why people are leaving Canada and why you should travel to Canada. Now, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and hey, don't go without subscribing, because you are going to motivate me more to do more research. This took me almost 5 days, and I'm happy that I made it for you to watch and feel comfortable. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you on another one. Bye-bye.